All around the world, people need clean water. People don't want to be getting sick, and we offer that solution for them. Hi, I'm Matthew Sells, CEO of Nova Labs. So at Nova Labs, we build UV disinfection equipment. So this equipment goes at the end of your wastewater treatment plant to achieve disinfection, reducing your pathogen loading before it's discharged out into the environment. What we allow is these councils, these industries to achieve disinfection of their wastewater affordably, and then they can be discharging that water out into the environment and preventing people from getting sick. And that's really what the main goal of wastewater treatment systems should be, is preventing illness spreading throughout the community. No one has actually thought of doing this previously, so we were granted patents all around the world for that simple concept. So this is one of our supercritical UV modules, and so what we have right now is the water flowing down the bottom and the UV lamps above. And so these UV lamps, they output a specific wavelength of light, and that wavelength can interact with the bacteria and viruses and other pathogens and actually split apart their DNA and RNA. So the water comes through and it shoots out through this slot, and we're only going through about 2 to 6 millimeters, so it's really thin. And as you can see in here, it's flying through really fast, so it's actually in the reactor for less than a second. But within that short period of time, the UV light can react with the pathogen, denature it, and then achieve the disinfection as it's discharged out. The control box here can plug into their central control system on the client's site, and it can send all the information that we're monitoring straight out to them, so they can be back in their offices and they can get it up on their computer without having to go out to site. For our first couple of clients that we were working with, we ran really extensive trials with them. So we take our equipment out to their site and we run all these trials, we involve the clients in there, and we really work with them to try and get to the end goal of what they need to, which is often a consent requirement from the regional council. So something that hasn't really been seen before in the UV space has been a lot of automation and control systems that allows a lot of flexibility when you're running a treatment system. So what we have here is a rack of our modules. So a single module here, that's enough to do a small community. And then when you get into larger communities or industrial sites, you can stack them up to achieve higher flow capacities. When they're stacked up and if you need to access them, you can still slide out each individual module and then open it up and have access into the treatment channel and the lamps above. And so what this means is that when you're operating these systems, you don't have to shut down your entire system. You can shut down just that single module, do whatever maintenance you need to do, the rest of the system carries on running. Water is such a precious resource, and we really need to do a lot to protect the waterways from contamination and pollution. Nova Labs allows communities to disinfect their wastewater, industries to achieve really high levels of disinfection, protecting the environment and making communities safer.